Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the TVWAN Midday News. PNG Power Limited and Trans Wonderland Limited Energy Venture have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to collaborate on improving the country's energy supply and infrastructure. The agreement focuses on exploring cleaner, more reliable and affordable energy options, beginning with a pilot project to deliver liquefied petroleum gas to Daru, Kerema and Alatau, and liquefied natural gas to the Kanudi and Motuke power stations. The initiative aims to reduce reliance on diesel and develop long-term gas supply agreements. Under the MOU, PNG Power will share data on electricity demand and grid capacity, while Trans Wonderland will provide gas field development plans and explore hybrid renewable systems. Remote communities in Oro and Central provinces are set to benefit from clean, reliable electricity under a new solar mini-grid project. The initiative, led by the Kokoda Trek Foundation and funded by the Australian government through Renew Pacific, aims to transform healthcare and education services in some of Papua New Guinea's most isolated areas. The project will install solar systems at Sanananda Aid Post, which serves over 7,000 patients each year, and the Mount Koyari Food Center, the region's first secondary school of its kind, with around 50 students enrolled. These mini-grids will power medical equipment, vaccine storage, classrooms, digital learning tools, and satellite internet, improving access to essential services. The Australian government has now invested over 80 million kina in off-grid renewable energy in PNG under its broader climate and infrastructure partnership in the Pacific. Polling for the long-delayed local-level government elections is now set to start tomorrow, Saturday 25th October, but because this date falls on a weekend, polls will officially commence on Monday 27th October 2025. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai confirmed that all polling kits and ballot papers have been dispatched to all provinces. This year's LLG polling will see two different methods being used, where all Highlands provinces and Morobe province will vote for their ward members, while the rest of PNG will vote for both ward members and presidents.
The polling period for the much-anticipated LLG elections begins tomorrow and ends on November 10th, 2025. But because Saturday and Sunday are considered as time for resting, polling teams will officially start polling on Monday, 27th October 2025. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai said provinces have a choice to decide when to commence polling as long as it fits within the polling schedule. He is satisfied with the preparations so far, confirming all polling materials have been distributed and provincial electoral staff have further sorted and distributed the materials according to the number of polling teams in their provinces. Sinai also confirmed that all provinces have conducted the second and third tier trainings for polling and counting officials ready to hit the ground running, with a decision made for all Highlands provinces and Morobe to vote only for their ward councillors. Voters in these provinces will receive a single ballot paper to vote for the candidate for the word only and will have one-day polling. LLG presidents for these provinces will be elected by the councillors at the LLG chambers. For the other 14 provinces, 2 ballot papers will be issued to voters, one for the ward member and one for the LLG president, where voters will vote directly for the president. Mr. Sinai thanked all provincial administrators and their provincial election advisory committees for working together with their provincial electoral staff to deliver this constitutionally sanctioned event. Ruth Rungala, TV1 News.
A woman from Enga province has earned national recognition for turning compassion into action, transforming lives across her community. Delcy Kaspanik was honored with the 2025 Westpac Outstanding Women Award in the not-for-profit category for her dedication to empowering women, girls, and people living with disabilities. Through her organizations, Kuni Women Association and Sirunki Disability and Marginalized Community, Inc., Delcy provides education support, mobility equipment, and mentoring for survivors of violence. Westpac PNG Board Chairwoman Tamzin Wardley described her as a true leader, creating lasting community solutions. Delcy now plans to build a community hall and disability care center in Sirunki to promote safety, inclusion, and dignity for all. The Malahang Industrial Center in Ley, Morobe Province has celebrated the renovation of its main office and the installation of a new standby generator to power the entire zone. Minister for Commerce and Industry, Win Bakri Daki, was in Ley yesterday to officiate at the event.
The long-neglected Malahang Industrial Center in Ley, Morobe Province is slowly being upgraded under the leadership of the Minister for Commerce and Industry, Win Bakri Daki. Minister Daki, who travelled to Ley on the morning of Thursday, October 23rd, outlined that 2 million kina was allocated to each of the commercial statutory authorities under the Commerce and Industry Department, such as the Investment Promotion Authority, the Industrial Centre Development Corporation, the National Institute of Standards and Industrial Technology, and Small and Medium Enterprises Corporation. The Malahang Industrial Centre, which comes under the Industrial Centre Development Corporation, used 1.5 million kina to purchase 4 new operational vehicles, bought and installed a 150-volt kVA main administration genset, and refurbished the main administration building.
Malang industry, you look at this law, people and most of the law. They are not work the same country. They are the ones to create creating job opportunities, cost block price go down, creating more goods and services, and then instead long people are ordering from another country. Most of them they are all company there, storage, everything. So security manager, one them center manager. It's a privilege that we have one car each. So one car each is for looking after this area, our customers. I'm giving you 150-seater for your staff. Your movements. I live in Midday, I live in Ley. I know what is Malang way is Malang. And they need to move in and out freely from in the afternoon and in the morning. A good dump truck there. That's for the rubbish. Any rubbish that any industry they left out, or we need to pick it up. We need to dump them. So we need a dump truck. I think you have a first time in your history to have a dump truck.
The manager of Malahang Industrial Centre, Catherine Worry, highlighted that they managed to fix the industrial centre within 16 months. Aside from the assets that were launched, a 1.8-kilometre ring road is being constructed within the centre, with a completion rate at 75%. Solar streetlights will be installed in the centre along with 12 water tanks for tenants. Current title holders in MIC are being urged to develop their vacant land before their titles are revoked. Carol Kido Jr., TVWAN News.
The Three Kangaroo Conservation Programme has received a major boost from the UK government through the Darwin Initiative Awards. The funding will support the protection of forests, biodiversity, and the endangered Maltese three kangaroo, while helping over 50 remote villages in the 162,000 hectares use conservation area across Morobe and Midday. Executive Director Modi Pontio says over the next 2 years, the project will equip ward and local level governments with the knowledge and skills to develop their own community-driven development plans. She adds that the grant will strengthen the capacity of customary landowners, leaders and local governments, enhancing the area's management and accountability. Turning abroad, new figures shows it's taking longer than ever to build a home in New South Wales, with approval and completion times consistently quicker than the decade before the pandemic. With chronic labour shortages plaguing the sector, migrants and women are being touted as the solution.
It's another day on the tools for Candice Arnell. At 40 years old, she switched careers from retail to carpentry, bringing with her a unique set of qualities.
We are more risk averse, so we're going to consider safety in our environment. That's just how we are. We walk through life thinking about our own safety.
Bronte Ryan was studying nursing when she also had a change of heart.
Mum was always like, someone should be a carpenter, like she likes stuff done around the house. And I was like, you know what, I'll give it a go.
As build times blow out statewide, it's women like this the construction industry is trying to attract.
We need more boots on the ground if we're going to build more houses. That's just simple arithmetic.
The latest figures show the time it takes to build a new home in New South Wales hasn't recovered since the pandemic. For a detached house, it now takes on average 12 months to complete a new build, compared to 9 months a decade before. And for apartment complexes, you can expect to wait 3 years, compared to 2 years before the pandemic. In September, the state government passed legislation designed to cut red tape. But with that not due to come into effect for some time, women and migrant workers are being touted as the solution.
There's a huge opportunity there. You just need to tap into and start working with them, upskill and see what is needed.
Only 13% of the sector is made up of women. To boost those numbers, workers say flexible work hours should be offered.
Doing just the 4-day work week, that would be so much easier than trying to secure the extra days of daycare.
Smashing the gyprock ceiling one nail at a time.
Back home in sports, Papua New Guinea will this weekend welcome Brisbane Broncos Premiership winning captain Adam Reynolds, star playmaker Ben Hunt and grand final hero Ezra Mam, as they bring the NRL Premiership Trophy to PNG for a 3-day community engagement tour.
NRL Premiers, the Brisbane Broncos.
The visit is part of the Broncos Pacific Outreach and People-to-People Engagement Program in partnership with the PNG Rugby Football League and the PNG 50th anniversary. According to the tentative program, the players and the Premiership-winning Broncos women's team will attend the Kumals vs Cook Islands Test match in Port Moresby on Saturday, 25th October 2025, joining fans to celebrate rugby league, the nation's most loved sport. On Sunday, 26 October 2025, the delegation will travel to Tari for a 3-hour community engagement with youth and local rugby programs. The team will then visit Mount Hagen and Goroka before returning to Port Moresby that evening. On Monday, 27th October 2025, they will run coaching clinics in selected National Capital District schools, sharing their skills and experiences with young aspiring players before returning to Brisbane later that day. This visit underscores the deep cultural and sporting connection between Papua New Guinea and Australia and celebrates rugby league as a bridge of friendship, discipline and national pride. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 Sports.
And that ends the midday news. Do join us at 6 tonight for the main bulletin. Bye.